Hello everyone, welcome back to the Creative Writing Club. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting elements of storytelling, the plot twist. Whether you're writing a short story, a novel, or even a screenplay, a well-executed plot twist can be the game changer your story desperately needs. So, grab your pen and notebook, because today we'll be breaking down what makes a plot twist not just surprising, but also satisfying too.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a plot twist? Well, a plot twist is an unexpected turn in a story, where something major happens that shifts the reader's understanding of the narrative. It's that moment when you think you know where the story is going, only to be thrown off course by a shocking revelation. But here's the key. A twist should make sense in hindsight. It should feel like a natural conclusion to everything that came before it, even if it catches you off guard. Plot twists come in all shapes and sizes. Let's break down a few common types. For the first one, let's discuss the unreliable narrator twist. This is when the narrator of a story is hiding something, or perhaps misinterpreting events. One of the most famous examples of this is in The Sixth Sense, where we don't realize Bruce Willis' character is dead until the big reveal at the end. This type of twist is built around a narrator who, whether intentionally or unintentionally, misleads the audience. The moment the audience realizes they have been deceived, the entire perspective of the story shifts. But here's a catch. The clues have to be there all along, even if they are subtle. Here's why it works. The unreliable narrator plot twist forces the audience to rethink everything they've read or watched. It often deepens the emotional impact by revealing something personal about the narrator, such as trauma, dishonesty, or even madness. It adds another level of psychological element to the story, making it more immersive for the audience. Let's dive into some examples for the first plot twist example, the unreliable narrator. In The Sixth Sense, the big reveal is that Bruce Willis' character has been dead all along. The film cleverly drops subtle hints throughout, like how no one but the boy interacts with him, but it isn't obvious until the final scene. Within the Fight Club 1996 novel and the 1999 movie adaptation, the protagonist and Tyler Durden are the same person, with Tyler being a manifestation of his split personality. The twist recontextualizes everything that came before. In the book by We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, the narrator suppresses the truth about a tragic event, leading to a devastating reveal at the end. Here are some steps to help you write a type that is consisting of an unreliable character, or narrator in this case. You should start with layering in clues through dialogue, setting, or inconsistencies, and how events are remembered. Have the character reveal small truths that make sense early on, but take on a whole new meaning after the twist. Avoid making the narrator too unreliable, or else it can frustrate readers. The twist should feel shocking but also fair. For the second plot twist, it is called the red herring twist. This is when the author intentionally misleads the reader with false clues. Gone Girl, as an example, uses this brilliantly by flipping expectations about who is guilty in the story. Within the red herring twist, it is a classic misdirection technique where the audience is led to believe one thing only for the truth to be something else entirely. This type of plot twist is common in mystery and thriller stories, where false clues steer readers down the wrong path before the real answer is revealed. And here's why it works. The red herring twist keeps readers actively engaged, making them feel like detectives. It creates suspense and tension, as readers start to second guess themselves and everything they thought they knew. Furthermore, it allows for multiple surprises, as readers uncover both the false and true solutions for themselves. To transition, let's dive into some examples for the red herring twist. To start off, let's discuss Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. The first half of the book makes it seem like Nick is guilty of his wife's disappearance. But the real twist? Amy faked her disappearance and framed Nick. Here's another example. And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Throughout the book, readers are given clues pointing to different suspects, only to discover that the killer faked their own death and was hiding in plain sight the whole time. In another popular franchise, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, the entire book sets up Sirius Black as a dangerous murderer, only for the truth to be that he was actually innocent and Peter Pettigrew was the real villain. Here are some steps to help you better write a red herring twist. you should always start off by introducing small, plausible clues that can mislead a reader without outright lying. Also, make sure that the false trail of information and clues is compelling enough that readers following it will do so without suspicion. Finally, you should always ensure that the real answer makes even more sense later on than the false one, so when it's revealed, it feels like the only truth that's possible. As for the third one, it is the character's true intentions twist. In this type of twist, a character's motivations or identity are hidden until the perfect moment. Think of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, when Darth Vader reveals his relationship to Luke Skywalker. Each of these types relies on different methods of misdirection and surprise, but the best twists often combine elements of all three. This twist happens when a major character turns out to be someone entirely different than who they appear to be. It's often used in stories with spies, betrayals, or hidden agendas, where a character's real motivations are revealed at the perfect moment. Let us delve deeper into why it works. The character's true intentions twist adds deep emotional stakes, especially if a protagonist has been close to the deceiving character. Furthermore, it forces the audience to reevaluate every interaction that character had in the story. The character's true intentions twist works great for shocking betrayals, surprising alliances, or even hidden villains. To move forward, let's go over some strategies and examples for writing the character's true intentions twist. To start off, let's go over Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back example. The most famous example, Darth Vader revealing that he is Luke Skywalker's father. This twist changes Luke's entire perception of his mission, turning it from a simple battle of good versus evil into a deeply personal struggle. And here's another example, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. The biggest twist of the story, the narrator himself is the murderer. Since the story is told from his perspective, we never question him until the end. Here's another example, Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane. The protagonist believes he's investigating a missing person, only to discover that he himself is the patient on the island, and everything else was staged to make him face his delusions. So, how do you go on writing the character's true intentions twist? Here are some initial strategies. First, try establishing the character with believable motivations so their deception feels real. Here's another step. Drop subtle inconsistencies, something about the character's actions that doesn't quite add up but doesn't seem important at first glance. Last step, make sure the reveal at the end raises the stakes in an exciting way, rather than just feeling like a gimmick. For the fourth twist, let's discuss the everything you knew was a lie twist. This twist works by flipping the entire reality of a story upside down. Everything the protagonist and the audience believed was true turns out to be false, forcing them to reevaluate their entire journey. Okay, now, let's talk about why it works. The everything you knew was a lie twist delivers maximum shock value because it changes the entire meaning of a story. For instance, it challenges both the protagonist and the audience, making them question everything. It allows for major emotional payoff, whether it's tragedy, revelation, or deeper understanding of the story's theme overall. As we discuss what the everything you knew was a lie twist, let's dive into some famous examples. To start off, let's discuss The Matrix, which is a film from 1999. Within this movie, Neo believes he's living a normal life, until he discovers that the entire world is a simulation created by machines. Another example would be Interstellar, which is a film from 2014. Throughout the film, Cooper believes Dr. Mann is humanity's last hope, only for man to betray them in a desperate act of self-preservation. One other example would be The Good Place, which is a TV series. Throughout the TV series, the protagonists believe they're in heaven, only to learn that they're actually in a psychological experiment designed to torture them. Now that we went over some examples, let's discuss some major pointers in how to write it successfully. To begin, writers should build a strong initial reality so that when the twist happens, it's truly shocking. You should try to aim placing small contradictions in the world that doesn't seem important until later. Make sure that the twist isn't just for shock. It should deepen the story's themes and add new layers of meaning. Now that you know these different types of plot twists, you can start thinking about which one best fits your story. The key to any great twist is making it feel both surprising and inevitable, where your audience is shocked in the moment, but looking back, realizes all the clues were there all along. Let's now talk about the build-up to the twist. Because a twist isn't just about pulling something out of nowhere, it's about creating tension and expectation, then shattering it in a way that feels earned. A good twist needs to be foreshadowed, even if subtly. Think about how you can drop a small, seemingly insignificant details that, in hindsight, will make the twist feel inevitable. Maybe it's a character's offhand comment, or a peculiar detail in the setting. These little breadcrumbs can set up a twist without the reader even realizing it until the reveal. But here's the trick. You want to mislead, but not lie. The twist should feel like a revelation, not a cheat. Readers or viewers should think back and say, I should have seen that coming, but only after they've been led on an interesting, believable journey. After going over the foundations of twist writing, let's now get into the nitty-gritty of crafting a twist that doesn't just surprise, but also satisfies. A twist is all about playing with expectations, what the reader thinks they know, and what they actually know. One key factor is timing. A twist too early in a story can feel like a gimmick, while a twist too late might make the resolution feel rushed. Ideally, a twist should come when the audience has invested enough in the plot and characters to care deeply about what happens next. It's a moment when everything clicks into place. And also, don't forget the emotional impact. The best twists aren't just intellectual, they also resonate emotionally with your audience. Think about how twists can deepen the character arcs or change the stakes of a story. For example, when we learn about a character's hidden past, or even their true nature, it should make us rethink everything we thought we knew about them before. Now, let's talk about a few common mistakes people make when writing plot twists. Let's start off with an out-of-nowhere twist. This is a twist that comes out of nowhere and doesn't feel earned is the biggest mistake you can make. If it doesn't fit into the story, it's just a cheap shock tactic. Here's another example, the Deus Ex Machina twist. This is when an external force or sudden event resolves a story in an unearned way. For example, if the hero suddenly gets a magic solution that they never mentioned before, it can feel very frustrating for your readers to comprehend. Here's another example, over complexity. Don't ever make the twist so complicated that your readers need to reread your story to make sense of it. A great twist should be shocking, but also understandable upon reflection among all readers. To wrap things up, plot twists are one of the most powerful tools in a writer's arsenal, but they require careful planning, foreshadowing, and a deep understanding of your characters and story. If done right, a plot twist will elevate your writing, leaving your readers thinking about it long after they finish your story. Thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite plot twist in literature or film. And, as always, keep writing, because the best stories are the ones that surprise us the most.